Good Monday, everyone. Welcome to GardenStateWeather.com and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the daily video forecast discussion for this Monday, the 7th of March, 2016. And I think most of us are going to absolutely love this week. And it's a beautiful Monday morning out there with temperatures generally running in the upper 30s to low and mid 40s across the forecast region this morning. The winds are out of the southwesterly direction at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. A few higher gusts around the south shore and east ends of Long Island. We're gusting up to 20 there offshore. And it's just gorgeous outside. Visibility is better than 10 miles. We've already seen some high clouds across the region and some haze as well. And that's a good indicator of the warm temperatures that are on the way for the next couple of days. In fact, we could approach some records by this time on Wednesday. We have some small craft advisories out here on the coastal waters of the south shore and east ends of Long Island. And these are for southwesterly winds at 15 to 20 knots, gust up to 30 knots, and seas averaging about 4 to 6 feet. Everything this morning looking great on the aviational weather deck today. We have some MVFR visibility restrictions throughout early this morning, but otherwise everything has gone over to VFR, and expecting that through the balance of the forecast period. Some cirrus and alto cumulus overhead at times, especially early this morning and again late tonight. Light and variable wind early this morning expected to settle into the southwest by mid-morning and increase to 8 to 12 knots this afternoon. Wind gusts around 20 knots are anticipated at this time. Wind speeds are forecasted to decrease again this evening, and they should fall under 5 knots or less during tonight. Good. Tuesday through Wednesday, mostly VFR conditions. Thursday and Friday, a little bit more MVFR conditions possible with rain showers ahead of a cold front, especially Thursday night and Friday. But it's absolutely gorgeous out there for this morning. 41 degrees in Newark. Dew point 32, humidity 70%. The wind is already out of the south at about 9. Visibility 6 with haze and some scattered clouds at about 25,000 feet. Just a few clouds around the region today. Absolutely going to be a gorgeous flying day. Right now outside of Philadelphia, 42, dew point 32, humidity 67%. The wind is southwest at 13. Visibility is at 7. A few clouds at 28,000 feet. Just absolutely gorgeous out there. VFR conditions in place. Morning surface chart from weatherroanoke.com. A digital atmosphere software shows a Bermuda high kind of figure eight configuration here off the southeastern United States coast, pumping in a southwesterly flow on the backside with a warm front developing to our west and southwest. Just absolutely gorgeous weather over the northern mid-Atlantic states. Visible path of the satellite this morning shows the striations with some cirrus overhead, otherwise mostly sunny in the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia I-95 corridor all the way down to the northern mid-Atlantic. Some alto cumulus and also some cirrus clouds sheathing out to our south and west, indicative of a warm atmosphere that's building over the forecast region. Just a little scattering of lifting here out of New England. That's moving away. And just a beautiful atmosphere setting up for the northern mid-Atlantic for today. All of the precipitation out of the forecast until we get into the later part of the week. Forecasted charts from the Weather Prediction Center for this afternoon. Lots of storminess approaching the west coast here. Intermountain snows and rain here in California, where they're desperately needing this. And this weakening El Nino is going to be a signal for cutoff flows here in the southwestern United States, and severe weather across the plains and Texas will be developing over the next couple of days as one after another of these systems move into the west coast. Meanwhile, along the east coast, high pressure is in control, and it's going to look nice through the day on Tuesday and Wednesday. Severe weather approaching Texas and also the Four Corners Panhandle region, parts of New Mexico and Mexico getting in on this with mountain snows and rain. And by the time we get to Wednesday, this frontal system and heavy rainstorm will be heading up through the Central Plains and down through the Arklatex area in Texas, dragging a lot of rain with it, but that rain will be shielded off to our west and southwest until later in Thursday and Friday's time period. By the time we get into Thursday here, we've got our big storm system here across the upper Midwest and down and through the Texas Arklatex area and Texas proper. High Bermuda high pressure still off the east coast here. And by the time we get into Thursday night and Friday, we have a frontal system that will be passing. Just a chance of a few light showers with this, but we see the southern end of this getting caught up with this upper level low here spinning around Texas. That means plenty of rain and thunderstorms moving through this region. High pressure still wedged in here across the eastern United States with predominantly dry weather into the start of the weekend, but then this storm system begins to pull up towards the Great Lakes, and we have a warm area here where a warm frontal boundary is starting to form, and we'll be between two air masses, the polar high here and the nearly nicely tucked away Bermuda high-like situation off the east coast, with just a chance of some clouds and some spotty rain showers across the region as we head into the weekend, but no real widespread precipitation. But as the storm heads up towards the Great Lakes region, the frontal boundary will be nearly stationary across a portion of our area on Monday, so the clouds and showers will be an indicator at that time. Start off your Monday with temperatures near normal, 56 in the New York City metropolitan area, about 61 in Philadelphia. We continue to warm it up on Tuesday, going above normal in the low to the mid 60s across the forecast region. By the time we get to Wednesday, we could see some records here approaching the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area. All those records are posted on our webpage and also on Facebook this morning, and also in your emails as well. Temperatures around 70, 72 in the New Jersey, New York metropolitan area, Newark, and New York City proper. Temperatures could be approaching 75 in Philadelphia, and I'm sure that that's going to be close to, if not exceeding, a record. Temperatures will continue on the mild side on Thursday as well, about 70 to 72 degrees across the forecast region, and that's just absolutely well above normal and no complaints with that. By the time we get to Friday, it's a little chillier, but not by much. Winds changing around as a cold front moves through. Temperatures about 60 to 63 degrees. Saturday, the temperatures continue relatively normal, 56 to 60 across the forecast region, which is still above normal for this time of the year. And the temperatures on Sunday continue in that frame as well, running anywhere from the upper 50s to around 60 to 63 degrees. And what's really going to make you feel good is that we spring forward this Sunday, actually late Saturday night, early Sunday. We move the clocks ahead 1 hour on Saturday night, March the 12th. So open up those windows and air out those houses after a long, well, relatively mild winter that we've had, excepting for the snowfall that was above normal just from that one storm in late January, the blizzard of 2016. We're going to get outside with this sunshine and warm temperatures and just enjoy the weather this fantastic March week. For everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You have a fantastic Monday. We'll be back in video form on Tuesday morning.